Good evening, dear friends, and welcome to the world of the International FabTalks. FabTalks is all about connecting with the right kind of people who have had a lot of experience, exposure, and of course, a good heart. Such people are here with us to share their journey, to inspire you, to make you understand that life is important, life is a gift, and you have to face all the ups and downs, no matter what, but you never give up. You should rise like a phoenix and face all the challenges. We've met several people across this platform, and today we are very lucky and happy to have the wonderful presence of our celebrity and guest. He's joining us from Chennai, the lovely city, close to my heart, and of course, the entire world. There are several people who love Chennai for the people who have large hearts because they like to give back to the society in a positive way. Now, friends, allow me to share the presence of our celebrity and guest with you. Let me introduce Sir to all of you. He is Mr. Oommen Abraham, joining us all the way from Chennai, a kind-hearted person and, of course, a genuine person as well. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Thank you. And hi to all of you there.
Thank you very much, sir. With your permission, I go ahead and share your profile and then we begin the session.
Yeah, please go.
Thank you. Thank you. Dear friends, as you all know, it's our responsibility and honor as well to share the profiles of our celebrities and guests. And today, on special request, we have somebody joining us. On special request, as I earlier mentioned, that he is Mr. Oommen Abraham. He is a leadership coach, a corporate trainer, a great motivational speaker. He's also connected to HR and organizational development. He's an HR and organizational development consultant, a promoter, the director and CEO of Global Best HR and Management Consulting Private Limited. I'd like to add more to Sir's profile, my friends, to make you understand as to really, Sir, what has he been doing all these years, how much of contribution he's been giving in the right way to the corporate sector, to training, etc. He's considered to be the most powerful HR professional in India in the year 2010 by World HRD Congress, Singapore. He's also been recognized in various other platforms. To mention a few over here, Global Best HR and Management Consulting Private Limited is considered to be the topmost 25 admired companies in HR industry in 2019 by the CEO magazine. To add to that, Sir has close to 3 decades of wide-ranging corporate exposure, experience at the strategic, leadership, and operational level. So that's wonderful. From employment, he successfully, if I could put that word right, very successfully, he moved on from the employment zone to becoming an entrepreneur, taking the risk and going there and making a place for himself and emerging victorious. It all began in the year 2015. He is the promoter, director, and CEO of Global Best HR and Management Consulting Private Limited, as I mentioned earlier. He is a certified CEO coach, certified in group facilitation, competency modeling, behavioral assessment, job evaluation, and development center. 18 years in CavinKare Private Limited, from management trainee to VP HR. 100 times growth journey from roundabout 12 crores to 1200 crores when Sir was there. So this all, was the growth that took place during his stint in that beautiful zone. He was also the former president of Group HR with GEMS, Everonn Education Limited. Conceptualized, developed, and launched GB Herm's entry to exit. This is really wonderful. Entry to exit HR management solutions, a comprehensive HRMS software suitable for any industry and any size. Now, here's a man full of mystery. Let's get to know about his journey as to how he took the challenge of shifting from being an employee to becoming an entrepreneur. We all need the guts, we all need the courage and the resilience power to face the ups and downs. Let's get to know and celebrate Sir's journey today. Mr. Abraham is here with us. We'll get to know more about him. Dear Sir, thank you so much for being here with us. I'd like to extend my thanks to you. Sir, every one of us would be eager to know who is the real Abraham. How would you define yourself for all of us?
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much for having me here. And so briefly about me, and thanks for that introduction, very detailed one. So I'm not getting into the professional side. I'm talking about me as a person. I would define or describe me as a very optimistic person, hardworking, sincere, and determined, focused, never give up attitude. And I will talk about all these during the next few minutes. And apart from that, if you look at HR and OD consultant, I'm a trainer, leadership coach, and so on. That's briefly about me, me as a person. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Very crisp, very brief, but yet very powerful. The first word that you uttered was positivity. I'm a very positive person and I never give up.
Yes.
My journey is altogether connected with determination, hard work, perseverance, all of that. You started on a positive note. That's wonderful. Many of us lose the positivity within us at a certain point of time. Now, people would love to know, did you also face that phase where you thought, why am I into this zone? Why am I doing all of this? I could have done something else better. Did that thought ever come in your mind, or it was positivity all the way?
Uh, I can give you some background about right from my childhood. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
uh, During my early childhood, I would say I'm a very happy, no worry type of person. Everything was taken care. And I lost my parents when I was 13 years. And I have two sisters and one younger brother. So we were living independently in Chennai. We were having our own house. So we were living together in our own house. We all were minors, okay, all below 18 years. Okay, so we had our own legal challenges. We can't withdraw money. We can't do anything, and we were not having any legal guardian here. So we had our own struggles. Thing. Uh, Two is again my younger brother. He passed away on his 18th birthday. So my sisters, my elder sister, when she finished her +2, she was taken to my grandparents' place in Kerala. Again, my younger sister, she was too young when I lost my parents, so she was taken. So I was living alone. So you know that living alone at that age is a challenge, and you have to undergo a lot of things, and there is no income, so you do not know how to manage all that and so on. And so I would say that teenage, young age, I mean, you were taken care by your parents, everything was available to you. And there is a teenage where you lost everything. And as a personality, if you look at, I was a very shy type, height of inferiority complex, and I was feeling highly insecure, lack of confidence, and so on. But my brother's death on when I was doing my BCom, he passed away. I did my BCom in Loyola Evening College. Daytime, I used to work in Ashok Leyland, and that's the turning point in my life. I would say that then I thought I should be more focused. I should be, and in fact, Ashok Leyland training. Though I was an apprentice, I was able to. In fact, I attended a program there as a personality development program conducted by Mr. Ellison Gupta, then learning and development manager there. This program focused on the goal setting. In fact, that changed or altered my life, I would say. Uh, like he was talking about goal setting. I also wrote down what all I should like the financial plan, in finance area, how you should be in social life, in career, and married life, your personal life, and so on. So whatever I wrote down, it all happened to me. So that's so. In fact, the book also talks about that. Whatever you did, you determine to achieve, it will all happen in your life. But there is a lot of struggle. It is not that any road to success is not a straightforward thing. You will have your own challenges, your own failures, and so on. So I also in my life also there were a lot of failures, a lot of struggles, and so Ashok Leyland was only for me. For me personally, if you look at, I want the breakfast and lunch. So that canteen, that's a meager 200 rupees income. That will take care of my train ticket and all that expenses. That's it. But that was really required for me at that point of time. But that helped me. So that's what I tell all people. The goal setting, the power of goal setting, and if that is there, and you can also drive your way to whatever comes, whatever failure comes, you are determined. No, I want to achieve that in my life. But that point of time, I just wrote down I should be a general manager by 35 years. I should have a family. I should have two children. Those days in advertisement, you will get Doordarshan. One family, we will have two children, family. So I wrote down all that, but all that happened as it is. So that's the power of writing goals and all that. So when I conduct goal setting program, visioning workshop for corporates, I talk about all these. So there was a lot of ups and downs, I would say. And CavinKare, after finishing my BCom, then by that time I became major and all that. So I set my goals to do MSW. I finished my MSW from Loyola College, and joined CavinKare as a management trainee, and grown there. So there is no godfather or well-wishers here. It's all your struggle, your hard work, putting your best. There were a lot of failures, a lot of goof-ups I have done, but taken all that as a learning. So that's where I say I'm an optimistic person. I'm determined to, I never give up. If I set my focus on something, come what may, I march towards it. But it doesn't mean there is no failures, no struggles and all that. Hard work is there. So briefly about that.
Thank you very much. You've opened our eyes. You see, there are several people who think it is easy for everybody. There are several youngsters and even maybe it could middle-aged people, it could be just anyone. They have this assumption that, oh, he's sitting on a chair with a suit, or he's sitting, in an office, so maybe everything is fine for him, but they do not know the real struggles that one has been through and is also facing at the present as well. You never know. So I want to break this assumption that people have in their mind that other people are better than them, or they have it easy for them. Nobody has it easy. And as you shared, you had a very tough early childhood, as I could say that, like as a teenager, you suffered a lot. You said you were alone at one point of time. There was a loss of one of your siblings. Your sisters were separated from you. Your dad expired, and all of that. So it's a very painful one. No, I can resonate with you. But then when you emerge from the ashes and rise like a phoenix, so then you become the boss of your life. You become a hero in your life and a great inspiration to others. That's wonderful. Hats off to you, sir. I really like you, the way you put it, like an open book for all of us. Now, this particular part which you shared, I want all the youngsters out there who are cribbing and crying and cringing about parents not treating them well or not giving them a mobile phone in hand, with the tantrums that they have, the youth, certain students and the youngsters. They should take a big lesson from you. And one more important thing that you've shared is write down your goals. This is a takeaway for me. I'm going to start that today itself. Thank you. That's really
Very powerful, and definitely it will come through. Not only writing, because when you go through it and the action plans, and when you follow it, and definitely it will happen.
excellent. Excellent, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for starting the session with a lot of positivity and encouragement to one and all. Now, sir, now you're an inspiration to all of us. Like in your life, do you have one particular inspiration or role model, or that keeps changing, or you derive inspiration from many people around you?
I get inspired from many people, because basically the behaviors, personalities, what they demonstrate. Uh, Even yesterday, one of the sales executive was here from one of our service provider. Okay, he was here for something, and in fact, their company made one mistake, so we invited them to have a discussion. The way he came here and discussed it, first of all, the first thing he said is, "I'm extremely sorry, sir. The mistake was ours," and he started with that. So I was totally bowled over. So today morning in our huddle meeting, I was sharing that to our team. See, it is not that no, accepting a mistake is the biggest thing, right? No, that transforms everything. So I said, he came, he started like that. I didn't know what to say, so we wished each other and gone. So I said I learned a lot of things from that one particular incident. How we can completely change the everything. So even that small things, if you're open, if you're no, you learn a lot of things from all sect of people, It not necessarily from only successful people. He is a junior, sales executive. So that's a learning for me yesterday. Like that, lot of learning and a lot of people inspire you. And for me, value systems are very important, and continuous learning is very important. Even if it is failure, pick up learning from that and how to apply it in your job and so on. So there are a lot of people who inspired me.
That's beautiful. And I like the way you shared that example now with us. That shows you're a person who is humble, egoless, and you're ready to accept other people when you know that it's a genuine reason or a genuine cause, giving space to the other person, allowing them also to express themselves. So that's really nice. You come across as a wonderful person. Now, so you've been a motivational speaker all through these years. Now, has any student or any client or maybe the persons in your group when you give a session, have they stood up and said, "Sir, you made my day. What you've shared with me, I am really impressed with it." Like you mentioned earlier that you derived a lot of inspiration from some training that you initially had at one point of time during your youth.
There are many people, many people. In fact, the goal setting program has transformed many lives. Also, there were people who were secretaries and they became managers. They all thought they will retire as only secretaries and also. Many junior people like that, they attended my program, they written down all their goals. And whenever they achieve each milestone, they call me and say, "Boss, I bought the house." In fact, one of the recently in one company when I was doing a program, one guy wrote even specifically what should be the value of his flat. 58.9 lakhs something he wrote down. And you won't believe he bought it. I went for his housewarming function. And he said, "Boss, till such time, I never thought I will buy a house at all." So that's what I'm saying. You put the point and it start working like a magic in your life. And there are a lot of secretaries, a lot of people call and say, "I bought land, I bought a house, I got promotion, I become a head of HR now," and so on, which they have not imagined for themselves. So there are a lot of people, I would say.
Yes, that's really
But
nice.
many organizations are transformed based on the vision setting, visioning and all that, the power of visioning, which I have seen in CavinKare. When we did that, when we were a 12 crore company, we set a big vision for ourselves. In 15 years, we should go achieve something. That helped our company to scale up, double and triple and grow. So I've seen that growth there also. So the power of believing in something uh, which you want to achieve in your life, that will take you to greater heights. That's my strong belief. And I've seen people growing like that.
Yes, excellent. Thank you for sharing all those wonderful experiences. Thank you so much. Now, sir, you've shifted from being an employee to an entrepreneur. When did this thought emerge in your mind, and how far has it been successful till date?
Uh, as I told you, that goal setting program I have written down. So those days, in a factory head is a general manager, means he is the head of that big plant. Okay, so I wrote down by 35 I should be a general manager. But nowadays you have vice president, so I became vice president. So I thought, and I'm working under an entrepreneur like C.K. Ranganathan, the chairman of CavinKare, working under for 18 years. I also got influenced by him to start my own. So I set myself a goal saying that I should be on my own by 40. But unfortunately, that year he fell sick and it didn't happen. So the next year I decided to quit and move on. And then my journey with Everonn started. He's also an entrepreneur. We met and uh, so we had discussions. But then I committed myself by 45 I should be on my own, come what may. So on my birthday, I put down my paper and started this journey, entrepreneurial journey. It's not easy. Okay, and transforming from that to this is not easy because there you have the power, you have the command, you have a team to work on whatever you say people will do. Here you have to do everything. So again, you are starting from the scratch, right? Whatever you enjoyed, you will not get here. So you have to start from the scratch, and you have big ambitions. So you might be thinking that being an employee, you did a lot of things. So if you do the same effort here, you will be successful. No, you have to put double and triple the effort what you put there. And here also a lot of failure. Like when you started with big ambitions, big this thing, uh, then this corona happened. We couldn't progress the way we wanted. No training, no consulting for 3 years. No, all companies cut down their budgets, and even recruitment business. No recruitment was also happening. Only people were only sending people out. All the companies. So all the businesses went down. But we and by that time we started investing on HRMS software, GB Hermes. That software, in fact, I got that. I'm not an IT person, but I got passionate towards that because in CavinKare, when I was there, I was the project coordinator for SAP implementation and Ramco HRMS and so on. So somewhere I got that people are buying, the big companies are buying these huge softwares. They're paying huge crores of money, and they also spend crores of money in implementation customized to the requirement. You buy a software for and don't even use 10% of it. Product very good, but you don't even use 10% of it, and you customize and spend more money than the product cost itself. So I thought, why don't we use a product, develop a product for Indian condition, which will be useful at a lower cost. So if you look at HRMS, right from entry to exit, everything is there. And we want to make it affordable, easily customizable to our Indian requirement, and user friendly. Without going through all the technicalities, without depending on IT people for every small change. There we found even to if we want to add a new branch, we have to depend on IT. So all that we kept it in front end. So that's what to make it easy to our customers, and that's the learning from there. The struggles we undergone there, we thought we will make it easy. So that's the way we looked at. So already during Corona time, before that we have invested a lot in this product development. So I don't want to give it up. So during Corona also we paid salary to all these IT people continuously till we opened the office. And we were a small company, no servers and all that time. But I continued paying them so that they will not leave me. And all of them are still with me. So from started as a one person, now we are having 22 people, and today we are expanding. We have taken another office to expand our office, but still struggles are there. I'm not saying that easy. I may have all the HR expertise, but I need to do marketing. I need to have the technical knowledge to discuss with the technical people and so on, and organizing fund for all these. All that is continued to be a challenge. Only thing, as I said, optimistic. All this will be there, but the other way of looking overcoming all this is your preparedness. Anticipate all this will happen on your way. Okay, so say for example, if I want to go to Pondicherry from here, that's my goal. There are a lot of milestones where to stop, where to put petrol, and so on. But there will also be chances of some accidents, some roadblocks, all that. If you are anticipating all that, then you will not be tensed all the way. Otherwise, within 1.5 hours, I have to reach there. If some traffic block happens, you will get tensed. You will be stressed. You do not know what to do. Then you will start blaming the entire society, traffic, public, everything. But if you anticipate, if you plan everything, then the journey will be that. That's my way of looking at things, and that's how I'm going.
Excellent, sir. I really like this. It's a big takeaway again for me and for all of us to be prepared, to keep our mind open for the challenges and for the good things that happen. You never know what next. No one has predicted anything in the future, so you never know what's going to happen. So you always be positive, but if anything comes up, be prepared for it. Be ready for it, not to again crib and cry over it, that why did it happen to me and how can it happen, and the blame game starts. So you be prepared. That's one thing that I like you've shared, and you've been very honest. There's a lot of challenges even right now, and you all are facing all of it very bravely. That's wonderful, sir. Now, sir, apart from this, I'd like you to share about GB Homes. Now, how did this term come? It's something unique, the name itself. So if you could elaborate and share something about it.
Yeah, actually, Hermes is a Greek god name who is known for trade and commerce. and that God is also known for flying above the cloud and for speed of response and so on. We were not trying to relate to the God, but that Hermes name had HRMS. So when we were looking for a name for our product, in fact, this was suggested by my former boss. I was reporting to Mr. Vairamani Pandian. He was my VP HR in CavinKare, and now he is also associated with our business. And he was the Ford director and so on. He suggested this name, and so then we took that both E in the Hermes to define entry to exit. So our solution, right from employees entry to exit, completely manages online. So all the we have modules like applicant tracking, recruitment, leave, attendance, payroll, income tax, performance management, training, employee engagement, exit, and so on. So all this from entry to exit we are managing. So this name came like that. And so we also thought our product is going to be on cloud, and speed of execution is going to be the way of life. And so we connected that and taken these names. Thank you for asking that question so that I could explain this. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for answering it so well, and thank you for clarifying it for all of us as to what it is and how it started, etc. What's the meaning of it? That's wonderful. Now, sir, what about traveling? Have you crossed Chennai? I'm sure you might have crossed Chennai borders, and as well as Tamil Nadu border, and might have traveled across India and abroad as well. Would you like to share your traveling experience with us?
Okay, in this business, I have not traveled much, I would say, because not that much. But whereas in CavinKare, when I was working there, and Everonn, when I was working, I used to travel across India because I was heading all India position. And in Everonn, 15,000 employees across the country. And CavinKare, we were having 6 factories across different locations, multiple business and sales people across the country, and so on. So used to travel a lot and used to be fun. And because a lot of learning, you meet a lot of people. Personally, if you look at, I like visiting the historical places, forts especially, uh, uh, and forts or somewhere people talk about the past and how they were and all that. I like to uh, understand or learn from that how people lived abroad. I mean, and those times. So even Gulf and all travel, Singapore, some of these countries travel. Not much, but looking forward.
Yes, sir. Do you like solo traveling or a group travel? What would you love?
I love traveling with my family and traveling with friend circles. Friend circle means again with family. I don't like traveling alone. Traveling together with family and a group of families, family friends, and so on. That I like.
Yes. As the one-liner goes, there's something like this. The more the merrier. More number of people, more happiness, more joy. They say that. That's really nice. Now,
Maybe I was alone for long. Say around 14 years, I lived alone.
yes,
So after that, I don't want to go back to that.
and it could really be having an effect vice versa as well. Now, those people who were like for long time together in
Yeah,
joint families, or they would want that freedom, that
right.
space. It's like, why I could get that. I understand. Now, sir, it would be nice if you would share about your early childhood, like below the age of 13. What kind of a little boy were you? And what did people lovingly call you? Did you ever, you were very talkative, or you were a shy child? You mentioned earlier that you were not that, open. But as a
Teenage,
little kid, yes?
teenage, I would say 13, below 13, I'm a very lonely type. Or, see, my parents were, we were living with grandparents, grandma and all that. And grandma passed away when I was doing 5th standard. And so I was very shy type. So I was very attached to my grandma. And when she passed away, then became alone, lonely types. Very shy type. I studied in co-ed school, 6th to 10th. I have not made any friends with anybody. girls and boys also. So withdrawn type, and a lot of inferiority complex. I do not know why and all that. I was having my own inferiority complex and lack of confidence, maybe. I don't know why, I do not know. But I was like that. But changed all that over a period of time. Even now, I'm an introvert, but I know myself, so I know where to make. No? So one more thing is knowing yourself is most important. You should know your weakness. You should know your strength, and you should know your the surroundings and context where you are, and accordingly adapt yourself. You cannot change your personality completely, but at least you can adapt. You can make, okay. At this place I should not be behave withdrawn. I should go and talk to somebody. I should go and mingle with people. No, sometimes you have to take that effort consciously. That's what I would say. So if I go back and ask that answer to that question, simply I was very shy and totally withdrawn type.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing. And that reminds me of my childhood as well, because I was also brought up by my grandparent, my father's mother, and me, my brother and sister. So that, like, brought back beautiful memories of my association with my grandparent as well. And even I was like underconfident, or, like very shy type, did not mingle much with anyone. But then gradually, as you've mentioned, that is very clearly, you begin to adapt yourself to the right kind of situations. You begin to open up to the right kind of people, and you're aware of your surroundings, all of that. I could very well resonate. And I'm very thankful to you for opening up like this. When you just open up, there's a hidden treasure within you, the experiences that you've had that other children could relate. For example, I related so well with you. There are others who might view this video and relate to the sharings that you've just shared, whatever you've shared just now. That's wonderful, sir. That's excellent. Now, sir, what about books? Are you a person who read books? You love reading novels or magazines, newspaper? What is it that you are interested in reading?
Novels, definitely not. And school time and college time, I was a below average student, I would say. And but in fact, after grown up, and I read a lot, but I don't remember any author's name and all that, and I cannot read one book from the first page to last page and all that, and I will go. Uh, so, but I like acquiring knowledge, so I buy books. Once in a while, I'll go through it. Even today morning, I was reading a book on meditation by Swami Subhavananda. So something like that. But I cannot read novels and all that. Mostly management books I read, and anything on change. That's why I like these histories. A lot of things happened, and a lot of learning from that. And I like that. And I listen to these audios. There are a lot of motivational speakers, especially when I go for morning walk, I listen to that. So 1 hour solid, I listen to all these motivation talks. There are a lot of 15 minutes talks are there. Uh, Listen to that. And morning, it gives you a lot of, in fact, inspirations, energize you to go look forward.
Excellent.
So
Yes, that's wonderful. That's really nice. And yes, every one of us also should focus on listening to something motivational. This video also could be a great motivation to others. This interview with Sir, Mr. Abraham. That's really nice. Now, sir, you did not share your childhood name. I mean, the
okay.
name that people love to call you by. Like, I mean, you're known as Mr. Abraham, Oommen Abraham. What else do people lovingly call you?